It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Bears and the Pack, and it comes your way next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love's throw taken in by Adams.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going back to Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 27 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
you're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Love now. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears now ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for.
And he works free. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there out of the running game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Robinson's got it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Dillon, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Fields on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, a heck of a move. Man.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score them, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to keep this again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This one swung out here to Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Guy.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Love. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, another shot for Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Man open is Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. To throw once more on second and 10. Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed. That's got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Damiere Byrd. 56 yards, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead is down to 4. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Love. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Love, they go play action now. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Love looking to throw it. Touchdown, Packers! Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Fields. We'll check on his status when we get back. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, Love. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. 2nd and 10
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.